सत श्री अकाल नमस्ते आज बहुत स्पेशल गेस्ट आए आज स्टूडियो ਵਿੱਚ Renee Predis from the Calgary Stampeders ਅੱਜ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਆਪਾਂ every month ਆਪਾਂ Stampeders ਤੇ ਸਰਸੰਘਮ ਦੇ ਆਉਣਾ ਆ Renee, welcome to Sarsangam.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Not a problem. I just wanted to say, first of all, thank you for being here. I wanted to ask you a few things I'm curious about. Is what made you want to play football?
Well, I played soccer my whole life. As a kicker, I grew up playing soccer. When I was in high school in Florida, the high school team created a new football team. Mm-hmm. The head coach came out to the soccer team and asked who wanted to try out. Mm-hmm. For some reason, everybody pointed at me. And I said no at first, but after a couple of weeks of thinking it and, going to the spring camp, I decided to join, and it's probably one of the best decisions I've made in my life. So it's given me a great football career, both in college and pro, so pretty happy about that.
I like how you said, you played soccer before. Do you think it's good for athletes to be multi-sport, diversified when they play a specific sport?
Yeah, 100%. I think a lot of different sports translate to each other. As long as you're playing something, it's good growing up. It teaches you leadership, commitment, and all the stuff you need to that you'll need for the rest of your life, right? So, growing up, I always played soccer. Ended up playing football, and probably the best thing I've done in my whole life is play sports. Mm-hmm. Both my kids play soccer and football, so I try to guide them the same way I did.
Yes. When did you start playing football? How old were you?
I was 17.
17.
Yeah, I was my junior year of high school.
I started playing football when I was 12 years old. I played back in the 80s, so it was more different.
Right.
For us, it was more when you saw the skeletons in the back of the helmet, you had to stay away from those guys.
Yeah.
Because those were the people who used to hit heavy.
Right.
I noticed football has changed quite a bit. Share your opinion about how football was back in the days and which direction is going to now.
Well, I think the biggest thing is safety now, right? Football is a violent sport, so I know they're trying to make it more safe for the players. I think that's the biggest thing. Growing up, it was more hitting, mm-hmm. More contact in practice. Now I think everybody's trying to take it easy on that and teach better fundamentals for football. Mm-hmm. So I think safety is the biggest thing.
हम एक क्वेश्चन पूछ ਸੀਗਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ यहाँ पर ਫੁੱਟਬਾਲ ਖੇਡਦੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ 80s ਵਿੱਚ ਸੀਗੀ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੈਵੀ ਸੀਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਹਾਰਡ ਹਿੱਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੱਟਾਂ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਹੁਣ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੇਫਟੀ ਆ ਲੋਕੀ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਆ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਖੇਲੀਏ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਹੁਣ ਰਨੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਹੁਣ ਬਹੁਤ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਆ ਹੁਣ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੇਫ ਆ I was just repeating back what we said more. Yeah. And the most important thing is, as you playing sports, do you recommend, you said both your kids play sports. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on kids playing sports at a young age?
I think that's the best time to start. Anything you do at the early age of your life, it's better for you, right? Mm-hmm. They'll teach you the fundamentals of any sport. You get to meet friends at a young age. Mm-hmm. A lot of my best friends are either from football or soccer, right? So,
yes.
Which I still keep in touch. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think starting early is the best thing for anybody.
Awesome. ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਨਿਆਣਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ at a young age ਵਿੱਚ 2-3 ਸਾਲ ਤੱਕ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਪਾਓ because ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਆ ਨਿਆਣਿਆਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਿਜ਼ੀ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਆ Now I wanted to ask you, what's your favorite memory playing soccer, football when you're a young age?
Oh man, I mean, soccer is my friends.
Yes.
I play street soccer.
Yes.
Competitive soccer.
Yes.
Indoor soccer. So all those were fun. But spending time with your friends. We all went to the same schools, played in the same soccer teams. You got to hang around them a lot. Football-wise, it's same thing, right? You play high school football, and all your friends go to the same school. You get to hang around with them all the time. So, and until this day, I think the best part of being in a locker room is your teammates. Going to work every day, it's a grind, and when you get to spend time with everybody and every single day, competing for one goal is to win the Grey Cup. So I think the best thing is your teammates, and those are the best memories you get.
Now, as you're growing up a little bit older, you went to university.
Yeah.
Did you play sports at university too?
Yeah, I played football at Concordia in Montreal.
I noticed that. Did you notice while you're playing sports, were they pushing education just as hard?
Yeah, I mean, they pushed it a lot. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have the grades to go to university, they won't let you in, right? So then you can't play in the sports. While in the university, you needed to keep a certain GPA to be able to qualify to keep playing, right? So, those were big things in university and high school. You don't have the grades, you can't play, right? So, school was very, very important.
Because I used to coach football from 2009, 2019, and one of the biggest things is that we promoted student athlete versus athlete student,
right?
Because we wanted to make sure they have other options too moving forward. As you're playing sports, how is it for you to play sports and family life? How did you balance that?
Well, it's hard. You definitely need a good partner. My wife really understands what I do. We got 2 boys. They're 6 and 9 now, so they're getting bigger, which is a little bit easier to handle. But at the same time, when you're on the road, my wife does a good job of taking care of the kids and helping me out in those ways.
This is awesome, because one of the most important things we want to show a lot of the youth out there and the audience is you stick with sports. Education is number 1. And number 2, as we're going to get into some of the accolades you received, like being on the All-Star team, how did that feel, and being a Grey Cup champion twice, right? Let's go when you first started with the Stampeders, how was that from coming from university to going to pro?
Yeah.
How did that feel?
It was I actually ended up going to Winnipeg first.
Okay.
In 2011. I got signed as a free agent. Went to training camp, got cut, and then Calgary called me the following week, and ended up staying here. 16 years later, I'm here. I'm still here in Calgary. It's very different. You're in college. Everybody's 18 to 20 years old, and you come in here with a bunch of men who've been playing football for a long time, and it's something that you gotta get used to. But as days goes on, you get better at that, and it gets better as you go.
I like how you said because I did a little bit read up on you, where you said where you were like I want to give this message to people who don't get drafted. You could still turn that around and be a success.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys who never got drafted. You put in the work, you keep grinding, and your chance will come. I had a chance after I got cut from Winnipeg. I had a trial with 5 other kickers, and I did everything I could to be the guy, and they picked me, and I was able to be the guy for the next 16 years.
Being there for 16 years. That's quite a long career.
Very long, yeah.
Right? Because if you look at it, some of the players in the NFL and the CFL did 20 years, but now the game has changed so much, right? What I want you to ask you is, as being a veteran, how do rookies see you in the locker room, on the field, or doing community work?
Yeah, the young guys, they follow the leaders, right? They follow the vets. They want to learn from the vets. I just lead by example. When it's time for us to go out and warm up, I'm usually the first guy out. I usually have the guys following me. I try to help them out as much as I can, right? Because you can't just do it by yourself. You need a good team around you to succeed, right? So I try to help as many as I can, and yeah, I'm very experienced. I came into the league at 23, 24 years old.
Yes.
Now I'll be 41 in May, and I've been the oldest guy in the league for 3 years. So, I get a sense that I get a lot of respect from my teammates, and they know how hard it is to have a long career in pro football.
100%. I totally agree with what you're saying. Now, I know you got a Grey Cup championship. You got 2. Can you share that experience a little bit? How was your first Grey Cup championship, and how was your second year?
They're both great. Both of them are a little different. In 2014, obviously it was my first Grey Cup. That was my second Grey Cup playing, and it was great, to get that feeling of winning and accomplishing what we all put together at the beginning of training camp, right? So then the 2018, it was more of a relief after losing 2 in a row previous years. So they each have their own meaning, but at the same time, winning the championship is the biggest thing you could accomplish, right? So they're both great, and like I said, they will both have different meanings.
Especially you being a veteran at your age 41, how does it feel hosting the Grey Cup this year in Calgary?
It's great. I think it's going to be an amazing Grey Cup. The team's doing a great job putting festivities together and all that stuff. The goal for us is to be playing at home, right?
Yes.
And winning it. So we're going to have that mindset all year of working hard and bringing that cup at home.
I noticed there's been quite a few trades that were made to make that championship team. So as the Grey Cup, we could tell the audience it's going to be November. Do you know the date?
I believe November 16th.
Is it 16, 15?
Somewhere
Around that time.
yeah.
So I know as we had Jay McNeil here, he was also mentioning that the festivities start in November the 8th, where we're going to be doing festivities for the Grey Cup. What I want to ask you is, why is it important for the community to get involved?
It's another way for the whole city to come together and celebrate one of the biggest games in Canada, right? People get to enjoy, learn about the football, CFL, meet new people. There's a bunch of festivities for kids to participate and, like I said, learn about the game and enjoy the whole week.
आहा बहुत स्पेशल साल है ਆਪਾਂ Grey Cup ਹੋਸਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਮੈਕਮੈਨ ਸਟੇਡੀਅਮ ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਲੇਅਰਸ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਣੇ ਆ ਐਵਰੀ ਮਹੀਨੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿੱਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਖੇਡਦੇ ਆ ਇਹਦੀ ਬੈਕਗ੍ਰਾਉਂਡ ਕੀ ਆ ਕਾਹਦੇ ਖੇਡਦੇ ਆ ਨਾਲੇ ਮੋਸਟ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਸਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਆ ਕਾਹਦੇ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਰਾਤ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਕ Grey Cup ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਫੈਸਟੀਵਿਟੀ ਕਰੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵਿੱਚ okay one of the highlights that I want to ask you was when you did that 52-yard. How'd that feel?
Which one are you talking about? Because I've had a lot of 52 yards.
You had a lot of, which one was your longest?
My longest has been at 57.
57.
57,
Let's talk about the 57. How'd you feel getting put in that moment and you had to get...
I feel like every other kick. I take every kick the same approach, whether it's an extra point or 55, 57. Obviously it was a little more, since it's a longer field goal, it means a little bit more. But I take the same approach every kick. My longest before that, I think, was 53. So when I knew where the ball was, I was pretty excited about that, and I had to make sure I made that one. So
yes.
Hopefully I get to break that.
You're gonna break? Yeah.
Hopefully I get a chance to get a 58.
Nice. Renee plays kicker, Stampeders, a field goal करता है. एडी position बहुत important है. कई लोग कहते हैं kickers ਦੀ job sometimes important ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਜਦੋਂ game close ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ points ਬਹੁਤ matter ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ so I just told them that you're a place kicker and why your job is very important because a lot of people say well like people punt they kick but why is it important it could be the one that could be crucial during the time is there anything else that you like to say to the audience as being a veteran, what do you want them to do this year? How do you want them to contribute as the South Asian community, and how can we work together as a family?
Yeah, I think the best way is coming out to a game.
Yes.
You've been to many games. I've seen you at the games all the time. It's just experience the game day, right? I know we have a lot of festivities for kids before games.
Yes.
It's a great day, especially in the summer, to spend time with your family, your friends, and enjoy a football game in the summer, or in the fall. Once you get into the stadium, once you see the atmosphere, and you see the game, it'll make you want to come back.
Yes.
So it's definitely a great experience. I'll definitely agree with you. People should come out and experience it.
We're looking at doing something with the community. When you guys start your preseason, before like you guys started your practice, stuff like that, maybe try to get a whole bunch of like community members come watch you guys practice.
Yeah, I mean we have open practices during training camp and during the season. We do get a lot of high school teams show up to practice and watch us.
Yes.
So yeah, that's you're not doing anything in the afternoon for sure. That's something that people like to go to.
Awesome. So Renee, I want to say thank you for being on the show today, and we're not going to say best of luck.
Yeah.
We know as athletes we're going to get the job done.
100%. That's the goal this year. Win the Grey Cup at home and celebrate here with our fans.
Thank you for being on the show.
I appreciate you.
No worries. We're just going to wait for him to cut the cameras. Yeah. So the question, see how I told more of a story more?
Yeah. No, that was great.
Because the most important thing is a lot of people are scared to put their kids in sports.
Right.
And what we're trying to do is we're trying to just try football with the Stamps, try hockey with the Flames, try rugby with the Roughnecks.
Right.
We don't care what sport they do. We want them to start getting involved.
Right.
And we want them to start looking at the well-beingness of the kids, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's awesome what you're doing.
It takes, it's different because you kind of look at it. With the kind of work, when you do volunteer, there's no glory in it.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing, what it comes down to is I want the next person to do what we're building. Because we feel like building a legacy, someone has to be the catalyst. And the most important thing with that is others will follow.
Right.
And it takes a bit because we've been working at this for almost 3 years now. And the most important thing is we're building that connection, bridging that with the communities because there is money.
Oh yeah.
It's just that how do we want to approach it, right? And the most important thing is people feel safe when you open the doors and people come in.
Right.
That's our goal, like like being at the East fan zone. A lot of people they always look for because we have a yellow tent, and people say, "Oh, that's kids play tent." That's what we want to get to. It's like, okay, you see a yellow tent, right? And we're also realizing that when we do Heritage Night, we had families who'd never been to McMahon Stadium for 45 years. So this is something that I brought to Jay, like a brainchild. I said, "Hey Jay, do you want to try something?"
Yeah.
I said, "Sure."
Yeah, those games get pretty busy.
Yes,
so.
yes. And that's the thing is, you know what I mean? It takes the community, plus what you guys are doing in the community makes a big difference. Stuff like that, yeah.